Skillz.
Hi, I'm Gardner. Today, we're going to talk about the art of the catch. You know, depending on where the ball is hit, if it's hit hard, if it's hit soft, line drive, fly ball, there can be all different kinds of catches. Pop-ups, those are the easiest. You might have a basket catch where you're running in, also called a shoestring catch, over-the-shoulder catch, diving catch in the gap, diving catch over your shoulder on the warning track, up against the wall. So a lot of different things can happen in the outfield, and need to do whatever we can to be prepared for it. The first step is the most important step. You know, a lot of guys will get in a habit of first step back, which is what we always talk about coming up, younger guys. You always want to take your first step back. And what I mean by that is this. It's a lot easier to go forward, to go in towards the infield than it is to go back towards the fence. You know, if I'm in my ready position, you know, I just take my steps and come in just like I'm normally walking. But if it's hit over my head, I have to do a drop step to the left or to the right and then duck my head and start running. You always want to be locked in on the hitter, and as soon as the ball gets in the contact zone, you always want to take your first step back. You know, it takes a lot of practice. In batting practice, we really try to make a point of seeing the ball come off the bat. What I like to do is, I like to sit out here in the outfield in my ready position and just work on my first step. Whether it's a line drive in front of me, behind me, in the gap, fly ball behind me, I like to work on my first step, whether it be to the left, to the right, forward, backwards. I just like to see the ball off the bat. See how it's hit, the trajectory, and I'll turn around and I'll pick a spot where I think that ball's gonna land, and I'll work on that. Sometimes balls that are farther in the gap that are harder to get to, you're gonna wanna take your eye off of it. You're gonna wanna duck your head, and you're gonna wanna take 10, 12, 14 hard steps to where you think that ball's gonna land. So during batting practice, you can sit in the outfield and you can work on where you think that ball's gonna land. So boom, I see the ball off the bat, okay? I pick a spot, and then I wait for the ball to land. I don't have to watch it, because that's cheating. You know, it's kind of a little game I play with myself. I just see where it's gonna land, and that teaches you, you know, how the ball comes off the bat, the angle of it, how far it's gonna go, and the spin of it, and that kind of thing.
Hey, I'm Robertson, and today we're gonna talk about the two-strike pitch. Two-strike pitch. Two-strike pitch. First pitch of the count, you know, I'm always looking to get ahead. You wanna get ahead quickly. You know, whether it's with a breaking ball or a fastball, it doesn't matter. You just gotta kind of get in there for strike one and try not to miss in the middle of the plate. You know, like say I threw a first pitch breaking ball and then backed it up with a fastball, I'm probably gonna want to go breaking ball again or a fastball up. If I'm going 0-2 breaking ball down, I really try to change and try to throw the ball at the plate. I want it to basically curve and hit the back of the plate. So that's where you're gonna have most effective strikeouts with a curveball, I think. You're not really gonna get away with many high curveballs for strike three. Guys tend to hit those or foul them off, so it's really about getting it down to make it look as much like a fastball as you can. When you're like 2-2 in a count, which is the even count pretty much, you know, you can get away with throwing more breaking balls in that count, change-ups too, you know, sliders. When you're 3-2, you know, you just got to go with what's your best pitch at the time, whether it's a breaking ball, whether it's a change-up, fastball, it's whatever you can throw, and you know you can throw for a strike, and you're really just trying to battle the guy and get him out. Big league hitters can see one pitch and, you know, like it'd be your first pitch be a fastball, and they, you know, they're not looking for that first pitch, they may be looking for something else. So you just kind of have to wait and, you know, throw a few more pitches sort of and see what's going to happen in the count. It can vary between every different hitter because you never know what their strengths are. So like in scouting reports, I'll be looking to see what their strength is, whether it's hitting breaking balls or fastballs. That's going to mainly determine what I'm going to throw when I have two strikes on a hitter. They're really protective. You know, they're not wanting to let you get away with a strikeout. They're wanting to put the ball in play because put the ball in play, you got a good chance of getting on base. So you just got to find a way to get a strikeout. That way they don't make contact and they can't get on base. Anybody who's a young pitcher, you know, is in a tight situation, just come in and relax and know that you can do it. That's about all you can do. You can pitch to the best of your ability, and you really can't do much more than that. Come in, have a positive outlook, see yourself getting out of the situation, and then try to make it happen. It's not always going to happen. Baseball's a hard game, and it stinks when you don't do what you should have, and guys get hits and they score a lot of runs, but that's going to happen. You're going to have your good days and your bad days. So when you come into a tight situation, just relax and do what you can do. Don't try to overdo it.
Mark Teixeira, first baseman, New York Yankees.
First baseman, New York Yankees.
Today we're going to talk about defense at first base. I think the most important thing is to make sure that you're a good target for your infielders. The infielders have a job to throw the ball across the diamond, so when I'm running over, I'm going to keep my head up and make sure I see the ball coming at me. I put one foot, the left foot on first. So I'm running over, I know that's where the bag is, Now that I know where the bag is, I can switch my feet, okay? So if you run over without touching the bag first, you're gonna run over here, you're looking, and now you're searching for the bag. So it's very important, find that bag first. Okay, there's the bag, now I know where my feet can be. Make sure that you don't interfere with the runner running down the first baseline. The runner's gonna be coming in like this. He's gonna hit the base in the middle of the bag. So as a first baseman, I always wanna keep my foot on this inside part of the bag. If I start putting my foot on top of the bag like that, I'm gonna have collisions with the runner. The runner's gonna step on my foot. It's not gonna be good for anybody. So make sure we keep our foot on the inside part of the bag, because the bag is the most important thing. If the fielder, the shortstop, third baseman, or second baseman gives you a good throw and your foot's not on the bag, the runner's gonna be safe. So once the ball's starting to come at me, keep my foot on that bag and stretch out to catch it. It's very important not to stretch too early because throws can go all over the place. So what I try to do is I try to wait to see where the ball's gonna be. If the ball's on this side of the base, I stretch that way. If the ball's over here, I wait, I stretch this way. What you don't want is you don't want to get out there and stretch too early, and then the ball's over here and you can't catch it. So it's very important to be a good target for your infielders.